The Me Too movement has shed a big spotlight on sexual harassment in Hollywood and Washington, D.C.
But our chief investigative reporter tells us the problem affects more than just high-profile industries. And a warning for you tonight, some of the language you are about to hear is graphic. Here's Morgan Lowe.
Restaurants and bars are supposed to be places to relax and enjoy a drink or a good meal. But beyond the kitchen doors, we found a dirty secret.
He constantly would tell me he wanted to me in the ass.
This is a coworker.
Yeah, a coworker.
Behavior that nobody should have to tolerate.
Unfortunately, this problem is rampant.
And the ramifications are brutal.
I would arrive at work early and sit in my car and be wringing my hands with anxiety.
Wyatt Lupton says it began almost immediately after he started working at an upscale Scottsdale wine bar.
They introduced me as the new gay employee.
The new gay employee.
Correct. Wolf whistling, people making kissing noises, physical contact, and it got more extreme by the day.
What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
I was dealing with so much stress that I had turned to alcohol as a coping mechanism.
During our investigation, we heard stories of harassment and of actual sexual assault.
He literally grabbed me in my vagina twice. They accepted his behavior. It was normal.
This woman asked us to conceal her identity.
I was still told to work with him, or asked rather, to work with him for the next 3 shifts. I had panic attack every single shift and I left early, and that was the reasons for letting me go.
There is legal recourse, but it's not always easy.
Minu Shabazi is an employment attorney who represents victims of sexual harassment and discrimination. She says restaurant workers seem to be ideal targets for abusers.
You have a vulnerable population of employees. Some of them, it's their first job. They don't know exactly what to do when something like this happens. A lot of the times, managers aren't given the training that they need to take action.
Victims can hire a lawyer and sue.
I filed a police report.
This woman called the police.
I had to do something.
Wyatt Lupton filed a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and 5 years later, he won his case.
What do you think people should learn from your experience and what you've been able to do?
Take action, be proud of who you are, and stand up for yourself.
Morgan joins us now live. And how prevalent is this in the restaurant industry?
We couldn't find any official statistics on numbers of cases filed, and even if there were statistics, it would likely just be the tip of the iceberg. But what I can tell you is that every single restaurant worker that we spoke to while we were investigating this story had either been the victim of harassment or had witnessed some kind of harassment.
Thank you, Morgan.